The story of the simple path to wealth, a father's map to true freedom. Long ago, a father named J.L. Collins began writing letters to his daughter. He wasn't writing about family lore or old wisdom. He was writing about money. But not the complicated, stressful kind. He was writing about the simplest, most powerful truths he had learned over a lifetime. His goal was not to make her rich, but to make her free. He called his collection The Simple Path to Wealth. It was a map so clear and direct, it felt almost radical in a world obsessed with complexity. Chapter 1. The First Truth. Debt is a cage. The father began with a warning. There are two kinds of debt, he said. The kind that builds cages, and the kind that sometimes, maybe, builds assets. But all debt risks one precious thing, your freedom. He spoke of EFU money, not a vulgarity, but a profound concept. It is not a vast fortune. It is a modest stash that gives you the power to say a no, to walk away from a toxic job, to make a life choice without fear. Debt, he said, is the enemy of this power. It is a chain that keeps you in place. Avoid it, and you have taken the first step on the path. Chapter 2. The Engine, or Your Golden Margin. The engine of wealth is not a high income, the father explained. It is your margin. He drew a simple equation. Spend less than you earn. The gap between those two numbers, the margin, was the fuel for everything to come. This doesn't mean living like a monk, he assured. It means spending with purpose on what you value, and wasting nothing on what you do not. Guard your margin fiercely. It is your ticket out of the race. Chapter 3. The Magic Machine, Owning the World. With the fuel secured, he revealed the vehicle, the stock market. But not as the world saw it. Most see a casino, he said. I see the greatest wealth-creating machine in human history. You are not betting on numbers. You are becoming a part owner of thousands of companies. And those companies, over time, want to grow and profit. They work for you, even while you sleep. But how to own this machine without being crushed by it? His answer was breathtakingly simple. Chapter 4. The One Fund, the Almighty VTSAX. The financial world wants you to believe this is hard, he said. They make it complex so they can sell you services and expertise. They are the wolves. Here is your shield and sword, VTSAX. VTS was a single fund, the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. In it, you owned a tiny slice of every publicly traded company in America. Think of it, he continued. If all investors, as a group, are the market, then the average investor gets the market's return, minus costs. The wolves charge high fees to try and beat the average. So, to win, you simply need to be the average, and pay the lowest possible cost. You buy VTSAX. You own everything. You pay almost nothing. You have just outsmarted every frantic stock picker and fee-charging advisor on Wall Street. He called it skating to where the puck is going. The future was low-cost, passive ownership. Chapter 5. The Unshakeable Rule. Sit on your hands. This was where the simple path became the hard path. It was a test of the spirit, not the spreadsheet. He laid down the cardinal rule. Never, ever sell because you are scared or greedy. The market will crash. It will feel like the world is ending. The wolves will howl sell. This is your moment of truth. You must see the crash for what it is, a grand sale. Your regular investments now buy more shares. To sell here is to lock in a loss and betray your future self. He showed her charts of every historic crash, all followed by historic climbs. The machine is resilient. Your job is to be a rock. In a boom, do not sell to take profits. Let your winners run for decades. You only sell shares to live on in retirement. That's it. For the young, he advised 100% in VTSAX. You have time. Volatility is your friend. As she grew older, she wooded bonds for stability. The rule of thumb: your age as your bond percentage. Chapter 6: The Destination, the 4% Key. So how do you know when you've arrived? He asked. He gave her a key, the 4% rule. When your investments reach 25 times your annual living expenses, you are likely free. You can withdraw 4% that first year, adjust for inflation after, and have it last a lifetime. It wasn't a guarantee, but a timeless guidepost. It turned an abstract dream into a concrete number. That number, he said, is your FU money fully realized. It is independence. The moral of the story. The father's letters contained a philosophy so clean it felt like a law of nature. Critics might whisper, shouldn't you own international stocks? Or isn't 100% stocks too harsh for a young person's nerves? But the father's wisdom was about more than optimization. It was about behavioral invincibility. Complexity causes doubt. Doubt leads to panic. Panic leads to selling low and buying high, the ruin of wealth. His gift was a map so simple you could never get lost. A single fund. A simple rule: never sell. A clear goal: 25x expenses. He armed his daughter not just with a strategy, but with a profound, calming knowledge that she didn't need to watch the news, follow tips, or worry. The machine would do its work if she simply had the courage to leave it alone. This story is for the individual who is tired of the noise. It's for the person who looks at the frantic activity of the financial world and thinks, there has to be a quieter, better way. The simple path to wealth is that way. It is the story of how doing almost nothing, with supreme patience and discipline, is the most powerful financial act of all. It is the path to freedom, paved not with anxiety, but with profound peace.